We already
Can't
figured out
imagine my mom ever
Dawn's
writing
problem.
poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Skadoosh! WWE Super Slam. It's a totem that fell over.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, though he never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I remember.
Husband and wife. Make it right.
It's on a tree. Fuck. Go down the tree. What's that guy doing? Oh wait, no, it's not the person. Thought. Wait, R2 makes it go faster when you're going down. What am I doing? Where's my next words? Ah, above me. Caught in a tree. Just kidding. Oh, it was right there, and I just didn't see it because I wasn't paying
When
attention.
the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Ah. Nice. Well, not nice, but it's still funny though.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
There is a gnat flying around my room, and I do not appreciate it. I got it.
The rain came
Maybe.
down in
Hopefully.
buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
I am the storm. Unlimited
Much too
power.
close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
They didn't even care that he was out in the rain.
I wish that I could
I want my
truly
kite
say I
back.
thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Death by tent.
She never
Oops.
talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, that's sweet. He's got a pretty sick mohawk too. Wait a minute, what was this? 1969 to 1982. Trying to do the math here. 13 years old. 13. I could have climbed the rock wall?
My mom moved up to the
Hell
village after
yeah.
my brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
So this was when me mum was but a wee lad.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. It's an odd name. Not really. I
Religion
lie.
was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think
That's
it helped
odd,
her a
though.
lot after her dad died.
Not really, but... I'm going back here. I'm confused. I'm conflicted. I think I skipped something up there. We're gonna go back up for a second. If there's nothing up there, I'll skip this part. I did. So I'm
My
not
mom
gonna
moved to
skip that
India a
part.
week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Louis. Melikaliki Waka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas
When my
to
dad
you.
died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Mint, thyme, sage, and basil. Where's the
And to see
weed? I'm
kids in the
kidding.
house again.
Probably should have said that, and I will be cutting that out.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
I'm not gonna cut it out. I lied.
But it didn't last.
If only Meli Kaliki Waka was a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you. Oh,
Beginning of the end
Lord.
was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Dun, 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 dun. Didn't we already go over Milton? Walter Milton. No, we did not, apparently. Huh. Ooh, we didn't go over Dawn. We still need to go over Dawn. Sanjay. Oh, wait, we don't go over Sanjay. 'Cause we do go over Sanjay. Technically. So we don't go over the people that were married in. That's pretty interesting. Pretty cool up here.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That's pretty cool. So you just did a flip book and a flip book, and then he's gonna do a flip book and a flip book and a flip book. That's my guess. No, just a flip book and a flip book.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So I didn't even get a cool story? I don't even get a cool story about Milton? This blows, man. This blows, man.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Maybe it is a magic door.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
It's around here. Ain't nothing around here, that's the answer.
Ain't nothing around these parts.
Who's next? I ponder.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
It's sad.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh wait, I opened it from in there. How do I get in there? Came from there. What's to here? Oh, I need to go up. Duh. I don't know what I thought that letter. Can I sit down? This place is cool as cool, just cool. Very cool. Be even cooler if I knew how to open stuff.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dude. Total stoner.
Dear
Miss
Mrs.
Finch.
As Lewis's
I'm kidding.
psychiatrist, I can
Thought it was
understand your desire
Louis.
for an
Louis.
explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Frick, I just stabbed my finger with a screwdriver.
He kept working at the cannery,
Oh wait, I cut
but
his
he
head off.
withdrew part of himself.
Get out of here. If I just start throwing in uncut fish, I can.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Wander. Since you
wander.
Oh, this is sick as. Fuck. I can multitask probably.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Stick to the right.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Dinosaur.
And things that had no
Dragon.
names. He knew it was all in his head.
I'm gonna cut my hand, aren't I?
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Wait, where am I going?
But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Ooh, can I go up there? Probably not.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss,
I'm gonna cut my hand off, aren't I?
but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
So I'm just tripping balls during this.
I even encouraged him. It
So
seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh yeah, made a new friend, got a fucking dog.
On the edge of a city he named Louis Topia.
Louis Topia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Don't.
Then he made musicians.
Got a crowd too.
And songs for them to play.
Goes hard.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
This goes hard. That's funny.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Saying that the ship was swimming when I said,
Then one day it
it's
struck
swimming.
him
What struck me?
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor,
And I won.
and he won.
No,
They begged
hopefully
him to
this
stay,
doesn't
but
turn
his
into
mind
like
was
a
already
guillotine situation.
wandering. It became a game.
I keep saying that they have schizophrenia as a joke, but I'm starting to think that he actually did.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
It's taking up over 3/4
New
of the
Louisville.
screen now. New Louisville. Turn around. I'm kidding.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. That's funny.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he
that's
forgot to
pretty
go
funny.
home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Hi, Mom. Can't see her. Don't believe her.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Yeah.
handsome queen.
Handsome queen are beautiful. Okay.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows or sinister serpents? Sinister serpent sounds cooked.
sinister serpents.
I didn't kill the beast.
He followed the sound of her
Silver harp. Electric guitar? Oh, sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
So I got a dock.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
This
He
is
knew
getting
the
hard
world
to
was all
focus.
in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
God, Morty.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Is my hand gonna disappear next? Or the fish gonna
Then it
disappear
struck me
next?
that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
It's crazy, man.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, I got a small door within a door. I think I'm Lewis now.
He began to forget the
I
world
was
we know.
Lewis in the first place, but... Oh, this is me walking back into the fishery.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
So I just see everybody different now, like at night or...
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
So I'm going out the window.
I
figured
still
I'd
thought I
be
could
like
save him.
using the thing as a guillotine, you know?
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Oh, so he is gonna chop his own head off.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Uh-oh. Why are they all hooded figures, though? I suppose that is
Including the
easier
wise
to
Calico who'd insisted on
make.
advising.
Are these guys 3D figures, or are they 2D figures? 2D PNGs, to be specific. I think they're 3D figures.
Tis I, royal king.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
I'm gonna kill myself. I knew it. I called it, man. The
There's
queen
only
was
one
waiting
thing left
for
to do.
idea to kill me. I kind of don't want to do this, man. I know she's trying to betray me. Isn't
Bend
she?
down his head.
She's trying to kill me.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was
Oh,
a kind
God.
man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Except for me.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
What was that? What was that creaking? To get to learn about Dawn now? This is gonna be so. There's only
On the
two
way back from
episodes, I
Lewis's
guess.
funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
I thought this was gonna be so much
She
longer
waited
than it
until
was.
the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
This
I
doesn't
wish we'd
make
stayed.
much sense considering the fact that Dawn, which is her mom's
I don't understand why we left.
place, is on top of all the other places. Did she just know that conveniently she was gonna have 3 kids? Or
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
perhaps. Oh no, this is my room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I got a quill pen. It's not really a quill pen, but it's a pen with a quill on it.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Ooh, am I doing
Until
Edie's
supper, when
now?
she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay. I want to hear the conversation.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my
Fair
mom
enough.
sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh, wait! So that's gonna be where the next, thingamajigger is, isn't
The
it?
thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
So my
I think it's
grandmother
best
is,
if Edith
like,
and I leave tonight, we'll have the nursing home send a
in
van with you in
Irish?
the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith,
Yeah,
there's
Edith.
so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were
so this is about Dawn.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Sorry, I gotta pop my fingers. I'm gonna cut this part out.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
Oh dear.
Back here. Oh, that dear.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Huh.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
Mom, you fucking
Didn't
asshole.
scream, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Bye, Grandma.
The next morning,
Hope
the
you
van
don't
came
get
to
ran
pick her
over
up.
by a reindeer.
She was already
Sing
gone.
as it is by Christmas. For me.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh, I love doing this.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it,
Gotta blow it.
but she
Or I
started
just
getting
gotta
sick
shake
a
it.
lot.
Oh, she
The
just
rest
coughed
happened
into it.
pretty
Okay.
quickly. She got better for a while,
And then she got
and then
worse.
she didn't.
Aw.
And then I was alone.
She's gonna make me tear up.
The last Finch left alive.
That's sad.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Okay.
I just wanted
I'm
to
starting
meet
to
you.
notice what's going on
I'll tell you all
here.
these stories myself.
Ah,
But I guess if you're reading this now,
that's
things didn't work
disgusting,
out that
man.
way.
Ooh. Didn't need to show that part. I'm kidding.
This is where your story begins.
I'm just being a
I'm sorry
silly
I
little
won't be
guy
here to
about
see
this.
it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. So did she just die when he was born? Oh, that's sad. I'm gonna legitimately cry. This is a very sad game. That was a great game, actually. It's pretty cool that they got all the people that worked on this as the pictures from when they were kids. Give me goosebumps. It's sweet. Huh. It's funny that they got the UV light there. Oh wait, are they gonna go through all the rooms? I don't know how I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Oh, that's the kite. Thanks, Johan. It's funny. Well, that's a very sweet game. I do think that there were some things that they could have done better with it. I mean, I know it's a pretty old game by now, but like, they could have at least made it to where there was a faster walking speed, or like at least a better picking up system as well. That would also be pretty good. What on earth was that kid doing? Anyways, had they made the walking speed, the grabbing stuff a bit better, this would have been definitely one of my favorite games. And it is definitely one of my favorite games. I'm not taking it off there just for that, but it's a little lower down on the list, just because of how it's designed, I guess. I don't know. But other than that, this game was amazing, extremely emotional. And I kind of wish that it went on for a bit longer, even though, you know, I did get carried away and I've been playing this for about an hour now. So I'm going to separate this into 2 parts. It's kind of an editor's note, but you guys get to hear it too because I'm too lazy to edit it out. But it's pretty cool that they found an idea like this and somehow managed to take it as far as they did. It's pretty amazing how that worked out for them. The end. 3-play story option is available now. Select Edith to play from the beginning. I don't think I will. So, in total, this was a great game. They could have done the grandma a bit better. They could have done old granny a bit better. And I really loved how they got the Nirvana baby in there. That's a joke, by the way. Didn't actually mean it. And how, in total, they managed to fit so much stuff into such a small game. And made it kind of like a puzzle game, but still more story-based. It's just a wonderful thing to explore, and you gotta figure out what's going on and how to do it. So that's my thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, because I certainly did. This was an amazing game, and I do hope to play a game by these guys in the future. But for right now, that is all it. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you.